Мы ушли из посольства. Знакомиться со всеми.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Так бы секретарь и начала отвечать на личные вопросы. Рабочее время. Так, поехали.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Да, регулярно обсуждают важные межгалактические вопросы и игнорируют все.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium.
Да, как же, сидя на
The
крыше.
Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Естественно, блин, 2000 лет одни ждали, вторые тянут. Ладно. Почему кто?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Виане, жаль. Было бы круто, если бы она на самом деле искусственным интеллектом была. Почему?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Послали нафиг волосы. Вот вариант, значит, получается, позже прибыли, чем волосы, и их сразу в совет определили. А волосы уже могут членства добиться 2200 с чем-то лет.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
С учетом того, что волосы отлично входят в экономическую систему, экономика распределяется, они не имеют права быть в совете. Потому что у них нет флотилии. Логично. Ладно, Нил.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be the Volus. The most recently added embassy belongs to...
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Даже перед... Кстати, я еще ни разу не спрашивала совет. Интересно, что будет, если вообще нафиг их игнорить. Может, не... Привет. Как дела? Не-не-не, просто работа плюс поганое настроение было в пассивном настроении, негативном как-то проходить. Короче, депрессняк был полный, поэтому ничего не проходило. Вообще ничего не хотелось.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic stand. Since then, the three Council... Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Так. В общем, все-таки реально решила последняя онлайн по гайду будет платина в... Как он? Bloodborne. Все остальные буду выбивать в офлайн режиме.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet
Понятно,
you.
игнор. Так, кто еще? Изучить. Такой свободный доступ к компьютерам. Так.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Эх, жаль, что
Don't you
скорее.
just love it here? There's so much to see and do.
Да, человек может чисто... Любой человек может чисто войти в посольство и с
The
дипломатом.
ambassadors here are very respectful, except for that Volus.
Так.
Ah, you humans are a wonderful sight here on the Citadel.
И почему тебе так нравится
It
девятнадцатый?
is good to see you, human. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here.
Мне здесь не
I
понравится.
certainly hope the other inhabitants are treating you well, human.
Ну, нормально вроде.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Давай.
You humans are a
Понятно.
wonderful sight here on the...
I've met the most interesting people since I started working here.
Голова
I can't
поворачивается.
believe I landed a job
90
here.
градусов.
This place is fantastic.
Не такое же фантастическое в реале. Палин. Первый раз услышу голос Палина в оригинальной озвучке. Так. Или не Палин? Не Палин. Палин, значит, тут. Так. Хочу... Нормально. Нормально. Так. Предупреждение. Следующее сообщение было отправлено нескольким адресатам экстранета с учетом записи, отследить которую не удалось. Требуется дальнейший мониторинг. Дорогой друг Биотик, ты получил это сообщение, потому что у нас общая цель. Немногие нас понимают, и уж тем более поддерживают. Нам нужно держаться вместе. Мы должны построить наш новый мир. Присоединяйся к нам. Мы ждем тебя в скоплении Эты Хокинга. Только объединившись, мы сможем бороться с несправедливостью по отношению к нам. Так. На PS-ке я ж не играла раньше. Я только на ПК играла. Так, на PS не знаю. Но тут, да, в новой версии. Да, тут еще одна еще две мини-игры. Во-первых, пирамидки есть. Во-вторых, стрелочку надо через кружочки провести. А такую мини-игру, кстати, на ПК-версии я не помню.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Кто вы? Какая разница? Я хожу куда... А ну-ка, я хожу куда хочу.
Nobody sends
Я
me
не работаю
anywhere.
посыльным.
I just need some information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression?
Да,
Never
с
mind, forget
доверием.
I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Отношение
I
к
get the
людям.
feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Ну правильно, что ты не доверяешь людям. Мне не надо доверять, блин, тебя пристрелят. Призрак подставит, а Белли пристрелит, думая, что ты враг. Блин, это обидно. И мы так больше с тобой и не увидимся дальше.
The council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Нет, не закончили. Ты так от меня легко не отделаешься.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Это наивная
Sometimes
связь.
you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do
А
our
ну-ка,
best to
блин,
find
мне
and punish any
Огород,
officer who breaks the
интересно,
law.
отреагируй как-то?
Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Я же с Гарусом туда, кстати, ни разу не заходила, интересненько. Так. Все возможно, если бы ты нарушил закон, может быть, ты и вышел через 2 года. К сожалению, перспективный, но тебя слили.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Задачи бывают разные.
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
Блин, блин, раньше я была не согласна, но сейчас согласна с тем, как подруга говорила, то, что Масочи, хочешь один вариант диалога, думаешь, что она одно скажет, а у нас в игре совершенно другую тему поднимается. Эх, не, было бы круто сыграть с модом, где все диалоги видны. По идее, его еще, по крайней мере, где-то месяца 3-4 назад читала, что он на стадии разработки, этот мод. Но у меня пока нет, так что пока что поиграть с ним не смогу.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Ладно, ты правильный.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Так. У меня есть что прокачать? Есть. Ой, не. Я хочу прокачать. А у меня дешифровки нет, офигенно. А, не, фу, деформация. Ладно, Гарус навсегда. Так. Ну, в принципе, кто еще взлом умеет? Ляра, не помню, имеет взлом, нет. Кайден дешифровкой умеет заниматься вроде. Да. Так, конечно, ему пригодится всегда. Эш, к сожалению, нет. Зачем текст? Ну, Тали я не очень люблю с собой брать. Просто не очень люблю. Ее я помню. Тали, если не ошибаюсь, Тали и Гарус, два технаря, которые без других доп. Способностей. Или Гарус технарь и вон, типа, не помню. Но вроде Гарус чисто технарь тоже. Хотя... Ладно, сейчас завербуем Гаруса и посмотрим. Уже давно. Стандартная броня. Ну... Ладно, броников не помешает, но, блин, я хочу баяние устрашения. Окей, значит, Тали чистая технарь. Так. Деформация. Блин, никогда не играла в биотика. Я ж тебя скачала, все. Ладно, давай особые навыки буду прокачивать. Все равно не... Кстати, я не помню таких приседок тоже на ПК-версии. Или я ими вообще никогда не пользовалась. Наверное, я никогда не пользовалась, потому что я реально не помню, чтобы она вот так могла делать. Так. Эх, квест по убийству сестры. А потом Тейн ее во второй части замочит. Давай, ладно, подойдем позже. Не беда.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Так. Ща. А вот этот чувак слегка смахивает. А я казалось, что на Бейли похож. Хотя есть что-то от Бейли. Так.
What do you... Oh, Commander.
Хотел наехать, не
Is there
получилось.
something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Ненавижу эту синюю
Right,
линию.
sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Чем этот цвет так красивый? Блин, бесит.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with
Помогает
things.
людям по-всякому.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Спасибо. Где ее можно
Can
найти?
you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Есть. Зачем мы героя
Commander, good
отыгрываем?
to see you again.
Если ее не бить, она доп флоту даст очков. Так, блин. Ну, свет синий ужасный. Так, что в баре сможешь сказать?
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Почему бы и нет?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
С удовольствием послушаю.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Наконец-то сверхновую рекомендую знать. Шаира.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Так,
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Мне нужно идти.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Так,
Big place.
здоровая штука.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
И все ненавидят
Sure
точно
is
за
peaceful here.
эту фразу. Что-то то, что Эш еще ни разу не видела инопланетян. Откуда ты знаешь, что как животные? Асари вообще не похожи на животных. Да и турианцы. Так, Кроган и черепашки.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Так. Ты чё, не помню, болтаешь или нет? Потом позже. А вот ты болтай.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans.
Так.
You have to be tough with these aliens. They won't respect you otherwise. It's good to see another human face around here. If I have to listen to another Hanar take 20 minutes to say the simplest thing, I think I'll scream.
А я послушаю. Ну, там меньше 20 минут.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around. You have to be tough with these aliens. They won't respect you otherwise. It's good to see another human face around here.
Все по кругу.
If I have to listen to another Hanar take 20 minutes to say the simplest thing, I think I'll scream.
Почему Ханара? По-моему, знаете, я сейчас... Блин, как они называются? Забыла. Элкоры дольше говорят, чем Ханара. Ну, Ханара, ладно, объяснить. Так, Кудиня. Смогу? А, нет, он сейчас в посольстве. Фу, в совете. Ладно. Получается, что так по нельзя сделать. Кстати, я в третьей части есть кнопка убивать и не убивать, по крайней мере. Уйти, но попробую нажать не убивать. Мне интересно, он Теос застрелит или нет все-таки. По крайней мере, эта кнопка не появилась, когда Теос не было. Так, тут ничего такого нет. Чего? Чё? Показалось, что это маяк. Ну ладно. Это реально фигня показалась, как будто маяк стоит, а это лампа. Извините. Так. Интересно, за сегодня я смогу первую часть пройти? По крайней мере, сейчас я отдохнувшая. Можно... Так. Опа, опа, свиданочка. О, будет круто, когда у турианцев люди будут популярны. Эх, жаль, что первая часть Гарус всего лишь мальчишка. Я хочу Гарус. Так. Я экспресс не хочу, я хочу погулять с Телли и Зейди. Спутница. Пошли переспим с спутницей. Так.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? But why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Биоорганизму не надо
объяснять. What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Мне интересно вообще, как из хранителей поместили в симуляторы, если до них нельзя дотронуться даже. Вармакс Арсенал. И вообще, как хранители такими быстрыми получились. Так. Отставь.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Я не хочу с ней говорить.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Я только что подумала, что я ни разу не говорила с генералом, прежде чем с Шаирой поговорить.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Может быть, позже.
If I have time, I'll speak with her.
Well, don't wait too long. I wouldn't want you to miss this opportunity. She'll be waiting upstairs if you choose to go.
Возможность это... Блин... Гарус.
The consort still awaits your visit.
Пусть ждет. Так. Я хочу с генералом Аракой поговорить сначала. Мне интересно... Или он вообще не появится до того, как я с спутницей поговорю. Блин, я в Лугаре Коры... Да, Араки не было. Интересненько. Что будет? Или ничего вообще? Так. Еще вспомните, где тут логово Коры. Вот бы отлично. Так. Ну, Араку в каком-то смысле жаль, но он все равно... Это не оправдывает его поступки, как тварь поступает. Так. Блин, это... Стоп. Жилым секторам, правильно? Так. Спасибо. Понятно. Спасибо. Значит, к совету сначала. Ну, к спутнице я потом забегу. Будет фиговенько, если я ее квест, но по идее тут все активные квесты до самого конца. Так, что интересненького еще узнаю? Так, может, можно через экспресс-панельку? Президиум не хочу. А, подожди, президиум это не президиум. Президиум это... Так, башня... Назад не хочу. Выход. Так. Блин, хвостик меня уже подвешивает. Надо было распущенные волосы. Непривычно. Так. Я привыкла с моей шепкой ходить. Правда, которую не звали раньше шепкой. Ну. Опа, подлиза. Дружочек. Привет, дружочек.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. A very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. You were at Torfan, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base. If memory serves.
Вы что, кто вы? Мы знакомы? Ладно. Вы что, шпионите за мной? Да.
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Если... Нет, большое состояние будет, правда, 999 999 превратятся в 99 тысяч во второй части. Так, личный вопрос.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Ага, как же. Всех заманили сюда.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Элита? Ты элита? Блин. Так, ну ладно, расскажи.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
А остальные? Так, ладно. До свидания.
I should go.
Блин, я с Ханаром не смогу разобраться пока что. Так, ну надо собирать. Обидно то, что мне ботика придется убить. Так. Хотя я могу его и не найти, и не убивать, но придется найти и убить. Так. Приятель, я не хочу тебя убивать. Ладно. Да и все равно пытаюсь самому уничтожиться. Не хочу. Так. Эх. Ладно. Обидненько. Что тут у нас? Непонятная фиговина. Так. Эх, давай.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Не, все-таки в третьей части тоже мне Ханара нравится.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to... Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that... This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Я сомневаюсь, что не буду разочарована. Ну, давай покажи лучше. А я продать что могу? Что тут у нас? Легкая броня. Так. Надо примерить будет. Пистолет. А да есть. А, могу купить. Ну ладно. 12 опыта. Так, что тут у нас еще? Где там тетка? Блин. Опа, на кровном искусстве. Пообщаемся.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you, was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Ладно, я согласна, тыряшки-милашки. Так. Но, блин, кстати, если подумать, война началась из того, что Кроганы размножались. Если реально так, то разношение Кроганов фиговая концовка. Так.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my program.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Тупо ради опыта. Стандартная броня Кроганов. Так. Ну, все осталось. Это спорт. О, поговорить.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Ну, не жители, а само сказать. Что за здоровая штука?
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Из-за этого тебя не любят.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake.
В чем только Кроганы будут плавать? Блин. И то, если им сказать, что там рыбка водится. Так. Хотя, может, кого-то утопили. На цитадели все может быть. Так. Эх. Прекрасная цитадель. И опасное место. Так.
bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Big place.
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Ладно, поговорим Машечке.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way.
Откуда знаешь, что он загадочно смотрит, если ты не можешь оценивать его?
The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me more about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Скоро перестанет быть любимой темой.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my program.
Ну, тебя, может, запрограммировали, но если ты сама так отвечаешь, то было бы логично подумать, что ты не Ви. Уже не...
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control... At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
И никто вообще ядро не изучил, никто яишку не нашел, никто вообще не догадался. Ну, может, одурманен цитадель, ну, яишка цитадели, но я сомневаюсь.
That's all for now.
Блин, этому гаденышу подзатыльник хочется дать.
Have a pleasant day.
главному антагонисту игры всей трилогии. Да.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Кто слышит низкий гул? Знакомая?
Sure is peaceful here.
Знакомая фраза.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
А мне она не нравится.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Это, блин, пошли дальше. Так. Где муж с женой? Ладно, мужа с женой еще нет, или я не там смотрю? Так. Ну, ситуация вообще абсурднейшая. У них... Блин, по башке подать такой женушке. А, блин, а не муж, жена. Она ж... Ладно, в будущем могут стать мужем и женой. Так, надо... Будет потом найти. Эх, поехали. Гарус, я иду к тебе.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Сэр. Кайден, сэр. С какой стороны он сэр? Так. Ну, он мертвый будет. Так что... Мой дорогой. Эх. Как там делается? Так. Ладно. Так не сделается, да? Здесь специально было прикольно.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
А голос даже тут детский. Во второй части круче голос.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Или у меня наушник так. Ну, тут более железным чем-то отдает. Вам не нравится Сарен? Вы ничего не нашли. Ладно, давай наедем.
Sounds like he came up empty.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Откуда ты знаешь? Откуда ты знаешь? Ладно, ты расследуешь. Но, блин, так быстро информация к тебе поступила. Это странно. Следует, еще как, и игнорить следует их. Что я в этой трассе сделаю. Так. Опа, приветик. Ты меня будешь
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander?
Эх, полный игнор. Ладно, интересно, кстати, охранителей в этот раз могу всех быстро найти? По идее.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Так. Не парься, разыщем твою команду, правда, они все будут мертвы, но разыщем все-таки. Так. Тут ничего. Так. Побежали.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Ладно.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Как вы об этом узнали?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Как можно было прочитать рапорт Eden Prime, если он умер? Ну, хоть... Ладно, тут имеется... Ну, по тексту говорит о том, что... Как я понимаю, он успел написать уже то, что произошло, и знает о Шепард полностью. Но проблема в том, что... Там... Ничего не известно. Видите, он нас ненавидит. Ему заплатит за оскорбление. Ладно. Оскорбление типичного.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked
Откуда
Eden
ты знаешь,
Prime.
что он презирает человечество? Ты ему
Your
не
species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
Ну, я
He has
согласна.
no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Блин. Да, это хватит его защищать. Ну, я найду доказательства.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
К чему все это? Все равно... Нет, я не хочу говорить, к чему вообще
You've
все
made
это?
your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Самый огорченный Удина. Так.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human
Да,
race.
он не собирается
Every
уничтожать
colony we
расу
have is at risk.
людей.
Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Да блин, сам хочет спасти свою расу, его цель, а не уничтожение. Почему? Блин, а на одну колонию напали и уже уничтожить всю расу людей. Логика отличная. С учетом того, что тут нападение было исключительно из-за маяка. А не на что другое. Высокомерный, блин. Ненавижу Андерсона. Откуда он
Tell me
знаешь?
about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad.
Ага, из того, что
We
влюбился в
shouldn't talk
девку.
about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Ты не знаешь, какой на самом деле.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Кстати, с учетом ненависти к Эшли к турианцам, она слишком хорошо сразу согласилась насчет Гаруса. И где она ксенофобка? Только на словах. Я говорю.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Ну что, мне это не... Капитан не заслуживает большего, он, блин, как сволочь ведет себя. Ну что ж, мне это не нравится, говно дело, сам нейтральный.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Так.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wharf.
Мне стоит с ним поговорить.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
Что насчет
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people.
Откуда ты знаешь, что они были невинны?
Just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Ну, с учетом того, что, если не ошибаюсь, ученый был один из ученых, ну, я точно не помню, но, кажется, один из ученых был дурманин. Они изучали там жнеца, возможно, в любом случае все дурманя. Ну, тысячи мирных жителей в обмен на миллиарды. Как Гарус говорил, безжалостная математика. Ну, Шепард, по сути, так и поступит в красной концовке.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Он сломан, но испорчен, сомневаюсь. И кто сказал, что он любит насилие и убийство? Он просто делает, что он делает, но любви как таковой не припомню. Ну что ж, Шепард у нас Тарфан. Мясник Тарфана, пусть будет мясником.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option.
Ну, чудовище.
He's twisted, broken.
Я согласна, что...
He likes the violence, the killing.
Советы
And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Мы слишком независимы. Согласна.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Доминировать, всех принижать, без сотрудничества, без взаимоотношений. Офигенно. Обожаю тебя, Андерсон, блин. Давай всех унижать, всех в рамки, и пусть все делают так, как мы хотим. Без сотрудничества, без чего. Саран... Блин, мне намного больше нравится. Ладно, какая нам разница?
Who cares if we get a seat on the council? What's the big deal?
If the council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to decide.
Плод у нас есть.
Once we get a seat on the council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Вы бы отправили флотилию и разожгли бы войну. Замечательно. С учетом того, что все остальные расы так и жаждут войны в отеческом траверсе. Харкин.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes. But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Так. Политика грязное дело. Ты сам понимаешь и всякую фигню творишь. Что-то на других. Ладно.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme
Иногда
measures
требуются крайние меры. Ты сам понимаешь, что требуются крайние меры, и сам гонишь на тех, кто крайние меры используют.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join.
Возможно.
There's no training program. Spectres aren't made.
Существуют.
They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Но была бы Шепард Турианка, все было бы иначе. Наивный ты, Андерсон. Как там Гарус говорил, 1000 кандидатов на место Спектра?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, You know something big is about to happen.
Ну, как минимум, один свалил в Андромеду. Если таких мало, то на кой... как отпустили его?
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
А ты о флотилии говоришь.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Нифига, блин, ты знаешь, что информация может дорого обойтись, но тебе пофиг, ты мог побегать, ну не вмешиваться, да, тебе приказали, что, потому что связывают, но все равно ты мог бы что-то с этим сделать, но тебе пофигу.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal. But he knows all
мне
the
Франция нравится, дорого обойдется для
He's got an
Шепард.
impressive client list.
А ты чего?
Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Пристрелить можно тебя? Не, блин, так хочется, чтобы он врезал по лицу Дине. Очень хочется. Но, блин, и хочется, чтобы его подстрелили. Но он врежет тогда турианцам. Там мне не хочется. Что за Иди сюда.
The very heart of the Citadel, the pinnacle of galactic power. Kind of makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
Иди сюда.
On me!
Сюда, ко мне, Эш! Какого фига? Иди сюда. Что за у тебя было?
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling we're in over our heads, Commander?
Она еще не поняла.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Ты права.
What are those, cherry trees?
Вишни. Кстати, а почему, что вишни бы делали башни, которые дофига уже лет? А ну ладно, предположение, что это вишня.
I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
Сакура.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Пойдем. Кого там? Блин, зачем ограничение скорости делать?
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the
Elcora.
You may be right. Though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
А ты понимаешь? Так. Просвещение одной из самых религиозных рас. Так. Которые повешены на британах. Опа, Килл, а ты что тут делаешь? Ладно. Так. Идем за рыцарем без страха и укропа. Ладно, сначала к нашему врачу.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Ну, правильно делаешь, что ненавидишь политику. Так. Я хочу отправиться как раз к Лобгову Кору, но сначала через Дука пройти. Приедь-ка.
Creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
Потому что ты не просвещенный.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Неприятности.
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed.
Ее не ограничивают, просто разрешение.
Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Ладно, если бы она дорого стоила, но она дешево.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Так, посмотрим, что можно убирать.
This is the Presidium, not a church. Evangelize somewhere else.
This one's beliefs will not be suppressed. If others wish to try, they are welcome to do so.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Будь таким ограниченным, будь темнее. Пусть считает свое право, оставьте Ханара в покое. А чем разница между этим и этим? Не будь таким ограниченным, в чем-то проблема. Ну, будь мне.
Because it's a big stupid jellyfish.
How can I convince my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave? I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Жалкое зрелище. Так, что дает разрешение?
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Опа. Арест.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Ладно, я помогу. Что ж ты поделаешь?
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Медуза. Ты согласен, что это медуза? Откуда у вас в языке, блин, аналог слова? Так, ладно. Не более упертых надо найти. Ну ладно, можно потом. Я хочу Караки. Не, я хочу к Мишельке заглянуть сначала, а потом Караки. Так. Ну, бить репортеров в этот раз не буду. Хочу
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Как у вас дела,
Not too
лейтенант?
bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the Geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Блин, что-то все расплывчато. Кстати, настройки. Чё графика такая? Ну-ка, если прижать. Почти у меня нет. Старый телек. Так. Без зернистости все кто-то слишком тухло. Ладно, я размечтаю. Или это приоритет? А ну-ка, если разбудить, вообще не выключить. Все слишком. Так, настройки, графика. Давай серьезность включу. Лучше. Ладно, приоритет, качество. Ну-ка, еще раз серьезно. В чем разница?
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Так, ща, ну, Фист уже мертвый. Можно считать. Так. Что тут интересненького у нас еще? Палим. Фу, челик. Тут был челик. Или не тут?
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Но это нижние рынки, я не хотела вниз. А, нет, это все в порядке. Так. Панорамочка. Вот. Так. Опа.
Big place.
А этого, кстати, я не помню.
That your professional opinion, sir?
Понятно, что мы нужны. Масштаб потрясает.
This isn't a station, it's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
Кстати, этого не помню.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john. And it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big. But this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
И реально... Стоп. Это... Разве... Плавильный котел, не то слово. Большой клуб не для людей. Человеческий. Ладно, плавительный котел.
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Почему им нас не любить?
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything we want.
When you put it that way, there's no reason they wouldn't like you. I mean, us, humans.
You don't take much shore leave, do you, LT?
Крайне не заводи. Ладно, все хорошо.
Alright, laugh it up, Chief. I appreciate the thought, Alenka, but we're on duty here.
Aye, ma'am.
Не, мне не нравится.
I'll walk drag, ma'am.
Блин, я этого реально не помню. Так, сейчас у нас графика мне не нравится, а и графика какая-то слишком яркая. Что ли? Так, ну, все равно это кайф. Может, поэтому я не открыла, что Эшли Мэдалин, потому что я не все изучила. Интересно, есть еще такие местечки? Потому что я помню, что диалог, где Эшли называет себя Мэйди, был. Вот это я помню, что... Блондинчика еще нет, ну ладно. Так, давай, док. На тебя еще не напали. Подзарядиться. Ладно. Давай, ходячая катастрофа.
Hello there, Commander. I'm Dr. Claude Michel. Is there something I can do for you?
Лично.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Кстати, тут ты выглядишь старше, чем в третьей части. Ладно. А Шепард на 3... А, не, ей не 32. Ей 20 лишний делается. Так, 7 сахара зашла. Ну, или аналог сахара. И откуда на цитадели птицы, спрашивается? Блин, я хочу ударить репортера, но только не Калису. С Калисой можно выкрутиться. Я хочу вот эту сволочь ударить. А ее нельзя бить. Это обидно. Да, я хочу тебя ударить. Это бесполезно. Я чуть позже подойду прокачать, может, что-нибудь. Да пошла ты. Сейчас. Блин. Я не хочу нарушать движение. Ты меня подставишь, я знаю. Только не помню, можно как-то избежать. Так.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
this was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help you.
But, what would you...
Can't help you.
Да. Так. Это будет продолжаться и в третьей части. Так.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Эх, ничего больше не хочешь.
Prices are pretty good here. Have you been to the Emporium up on the Presidium? Try the markets downstairs if you can't find what you're looking for. Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Colony?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will
Ага,
soon.
мы побываем, да, скоро.
But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
Noveria.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy.
Поэтому мы
I
гору
don't get too
возьмем.
many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Думай дальше. Так.
Show me what you got.
Ну, у нас денег нет.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Можно продать. Есть что-то интересненькое. Лицензия. Все. Привет, будущий.
Wow, it's you.
Фанатик, блин. Котлер. Ну ты приюта сделаешь. Так что...
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Кто вы? Привет. Милочка. Кто вы?
Do I know you?
Нет.
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Так и есть.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
Ну, на Землю вместе мы не попадем. А, на Земле, наверное, имеешь в виду.
Prices are pretty good here.
На самом так, но все равно мы... ты не угостишь меня пивкой так никогда. Так, ну зато я могу тебе свиданку устроить. Так. Привет! Там... А, не, ошиблась. Стоп. Морлан.
Hello there. Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want many good supplies.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
А не ты засканировал? Ладно, даже там же это. Так. Ладно. Опа. Ребятки, вы как-то слишком близко друг к другу стоите. Кроган и Соларианец вместе. Это слишком подозрительно. Ну, хотя не у всех жажда мести.
That's her.
Да. Блин, Кайд.
Countermeasure deployed.
Короче, пофиг. Да блин, Кайден. Где ты?
Those were Saren's men.
Откуда ты знаешь, что это люди Сарана? Откуда ты это знаешь?
Keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
Кстати, насчет Азали, то, что они у разных раз по-разному выглядят, еще можно наблюдать в горе. Не зря же у них немного вытянутый гребень.
You think it's expensive to live here? You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
А тебе это только нравится. Так. Опа. Что? Где ты? Эш, я знаю, что ты хочешь что мне сказать, говори.
A million light years from where humanity began, and we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women, shaking their asses on a stage. I can't decide if that's funny or sad.
А что ты имеешь против?
You don't think they're here because of the food?
За едой пришли?
You think it's expensive to live here? You can keep the Presidium. This is where the...
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the, view.
Hey, Lieutenant, put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
Never been a real fan of crowds.
Кто их любит? Ладно. Кто-то их любит. Так. Рака. Ну, в принципе, можно расслабиться немножко. Так. Во. Не, вот. Септимус Рак. Ладно, посетитель.
Not now. I'm watching the show.
Да, ну, да.
Hey, you gonna be dancing here?
Зря ты ее просишь.
She's got the nicest smile.
Где ты ее улыбку видишь?
Nothing like a dance to help me unwind at the end of the day. Not now. I'm watching the show.
Привет, Рак.
Go away. I'm not interested in talking.
Понятно.
She left me. Just like that.
Так, сейчас вернусь.
Who needs her anyway?
Тебе.
Damn Asari and their secrets and lies. Go away. I'm not interested.
Окей, я вернусь.
I got business here, but not with you.
Опа. Как оказалось. Стоп. Вы блестяшки? Ладно.
She left me. Just like... Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Нет, мы обязательно вмешаемся. Ща. Опа, опа. Это ж постелька Азария. Зачем постельки так вверху находятся? Вопрос, а зачем постельки на крыше? Или они спят, когда все это закончится?
Human military, huh? Not now. Why don't you go watch the dancers? I got business here, but not with you. Human military, huh?
Так.
Hey there, sweetheart. You looking for some fun? Because I gotta say, that soldier get-up looks real good on that body of yours. Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down beside old Harkin? Have a drink. We'll see where this goes.
Нет, тебя воротит.
I'd rather drink a cup of acid after chewing on a razor blade.
You trying to hurt my feelings? You gotta do better than that. After 20 years with C-Sec, I've been called every name in the book, princess.
Может, ты мне поможешь? Не смей меня так называть.
Call me princess again and you'll be picking your teeth up off the floor. Now tell me where Garrus is.
Okay, just relax. Garrus, you say? You must be one of Anderson's crew. Poor bastard still trying to bring Saren down, huh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Отвратительно.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Why should I believe a drunk like you?
Fine, ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right to your face.
Откуда ты знаешь, что он не наврет мне?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast. The military loves brown-nosers.
The captain's a good soldier.
Sure, whatever. Dress him in a fancy suit, pin some shiny medals on his chest, and call him a hero. Everybody else does. But if he's so great, why'd the Spectres kick him out? Why'd you go ask him about that?
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like working for C-Sec?
You mean, what was it like? The executors suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. C-Sec was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that?
Конечно.
Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
Так и надо.
You get off easy if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for C-Sec isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
Перестанем менять других, перестанем менять. До свидания.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Ладно, на этом пока. Все, продолжу. Не знаю, когда. Наверное, сегодня чуть позже. Начну как раз с Джина. Так. Он реально в черных очках. Чувак. Я, кстати, в Масчи я впервые вижу чела в очках. Это из двух визоров? Ладно. Проехали.